Hey everybody, it's Mike Venus back again. Ooh, let's talk about identity, musical identity. All right. Now, like I said, there's a lot of confusion out there on YouTube, but this is basically this goes back to personality and identity. This is how people really gonna connect to you and your music. Okay, you gotta have some type of identity. Now, this will apply more to people like myself who are innovators, not imitators. I don't imitate people. Okay, that's not my build. I'm not built like that. I'm usually myself, unique, one of a kind, right? And you should accept that because you are as well. We're like snowflakes, you know. So, what do I mean by having an identity? What I mean by that, I'm not talking about genres. I'm not talking about sounds and all that. I'm talking about who you are as a person. So, like for an example, I'm uh I'm I like to be independent, right? I'm a self-starter. I like to learn. I'm always intrigued in learning. I don't like to be boxed in, but I do understand that you need limitations, so I do set them on me. But this just helps me to be more creative. Um, my music is pretty straightforward, just like I am. It's part of my identity. Um, like the name Venus, my music is very artistic, very it's a balance. I try to go for a balance. It's it's otherworld. It's not of this planet. So these are things. Oh, and even like the type of gear I use, right? Is standalone. Like I don't like to overcomplicate shit. I like to kind of keep shit self-contained, kind of like right there in front of me, so I can focus, get it done. So this kind of shapes my identity and even my sound. So that's part of your identity. This is how people will connect with you. You know, like my music is very. It's simple, but yet it's complex. It's layers to it, or the chords might be something you never heard of, but you feel it. You know what I'm saying? That's part of my ID. ID. That's part of my identity. Excuse me. So like, I think this will help people to kind of figure out what they want to do because um, what you want to do and what you don't want to do. You know, what kind of music do you gravitate to? You know, certain music I just can't fucking listen to. Like that shit is just like I feel like I need to go take a fucking bath or something. Like Ace Ventura when he found out his boss was a man and he thought it was a woman. He was in there scrubbing. That's how I feel. After I hear some of this, some styles of music because it doesn't resonate with me. Then there's other stuff just I connect to, and this is more or less the type of people you're gonna draw. You know what I'm saying? So this is part of your identity. So like when I think of Mike Venus, speaking about my music, is is to me it's simple, but yet I have heard that it's very complex. It's like, okay, this ain't basic shit. This is pretty complex. And that's kind of like how I am. Like I might be simple and like kind of like not like dumb, but kind of like very plain sometimes with what I do, but it's very complex, you know, and like the thought process. So it's kind of like that. So like I might like a song like oh boy, a song like I use one of my songs that's really popping, Hair Toss. It's simple, but it's complex, bro. It's just the whole time. I think I jump an octave up on the verse. I mean, on excuse me, on the chorus, but on the verse and the pre-chorus, it's an octave lower, and it's just it's a rhythm. Where that rhythm come from? I was a guitarist. Where will you hear that type of rhythm? That Latin music, folk music. You know what I'm saying? But then I have congos and bongos playing in the background. You know. Then I have like this driving bass, and then it's like this it's like a fucking like something that just feel like you just floating, but you not floating, but you surrounded by all this like epic sound, and they loving this shit over there in Australia. Is it one of my favorite songs that I made? No, but it kind of fits in a nutshell. Type of music I make, you know. What's another one? Ole Viva. That's more like a EDM Latin style music. Like the beat is not like it's all syncopated, but it's simple in the sense of it's not like I'm bombarding you with a lot of sounds and stuff. It's just you feel the beat, but you don't hear it. That's where it's simple but yet complex type of approach. And that's just me. You know, even my piano, more piano driven music like Rose Muse, that whole album. Same concept. It's just one instrument. It's a piano. You know what I'm saying? And the different rhythms, the different chords, the different modulations. So that fits me. That's my identity. I might appear simple or like like a normal, you just like, oh, he's just a regular guy. But when you get to know me, you start to say like, wow, this guy's a deep thinker, or he's very complex in his understanding, or the way he's able to connect things is on a deeper level than what I would assume when I first see him or, think of him. And that's kind of like my music, but that's part of my identity. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. Now, I would say that if you trying to figure out what who you are and how you want to express yourself to the world, then get to know yourself. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what you don't like. That should be easy. And then start to figure out what you do like. And don't try to like something just because everybody else like it. What do you like? Like if you saw me, what do you think I'll be listening to? You think I'll be listening to some damn trap or some thrasher shit? No. Mm-mm. My favorite band is Sade. I remember when I was in college and I told my music teacher that her eyes got big. She couldn't believe it. She would never assume that I would be listening to something like that. But that was my favorite band. My mom used to play it all the time. All the time. I grew up listening. And another thing I would say, listen to as many different styles of music as possible. Like really listen. Like put that shit on repeat. And every time you listen to the song on repeat, try to isolate an instrument that you hear in it. Like I'm not a big country fan, but it's certain instrumentation that they play in country music that I just absolutely love. And, even some of the rhythms from like folk music or Latin music, like the rhythm patterns, it's intriguing to me. You know what I'm saying? I might not care for the genre. You might never hear me compose it, but you might feel that. Like I said, Hair Toss. Check it out. That rhythm, that that sounds like somebody playing a folk guitar, but I'm doing it with the keys. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you didn't know, you'd be like, "Oh, why is it?" I didn't know I was. I don't know how to play the piano like that. I'm just starting to learn how to kind of like even do the fingerings to the point where it makes sense to me. Because coming from guitar and trying to learn that, I was just playing it like I would play the guitar. I knew the notes, so everything's in key. But it's just like the rhythms. You know, do I play guitar rhythms on this because it's in my hands, or is it different rhythms that I play when I play it? So still learning, but you will pick that up like, oh, wow, that's different. But that's me. That's what I like. I like that type of strumming. I incorporate that into my music. I love the sound of congos and how it's played. They used to play it in church when I was younger. It's in my blood. I like it. Bring it in. Bam. Oh, shit. That's a sub bass. I like that sub bass. I'm going to bring this shit in. I like how I like to feel it, not hear it. So I'm going to bring it in. I ain't talking about no 808. I'm talking about a sub bass. You feel the sub, but you don't hear it. So I'm going to bring that in there. Okay. Oh, I like the snare that they use on, or the stick they use on Latin music. So I'm going to bring that in here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I like that hi-hat pattern that they play and trap minus the detuning shit, but yet it sounds more realistic. It ain't just random triplets everywhere. It makes sense. All right, let me bring that shit in here. Then I make it. It's hair toss. The motherfuckers love it. They love it. It just came out of me. You know what I'm saying? So listen to different styles of music. Listen to the instrumentation. And then make what sounds good to you. You know what I'm saying? And what feels good. Because that way it's more authentic. I don't make trap. I don't resonate with it. I'm not against anybody who make it. That's their business. That's what they do. Doesn't mean I can't make it. I could break it down to you, but I choose not to make it. I don't make thrasher music. I play guitar, but I don't play thrasher or heavy metal. Do I have respect for their techniques? Hell yeah. They put in the time, they put in the work. They can play that fast. They can play them crazy ass weird rhythms. More power to them, but it doesn't resonate with me. I'm not saying to bash another genre of music, but what I'm saying is you as an individual, if you're a songwriter or a producer, find out who you are. And this will greatly impact how your music come across. And the right people will resonate with you. And those that don't resonate at your vibe, they're not gonna fuck with you anyway. Don't worry about that. Just do you. Cause there's plenty of imitators out here. God knows. Turn on YouTube, it's like everybody's doing a fucking tutorial on trap. And it's like, bruh, most of y'all never even, you probably live in the fucking suburbs and never even been in the hood. Never had to live that type of lifestyle. Trap is the modern day blues music or rock. So, no. It's more than just patterns. It's about an identity. Who you are and how you want to express. And that way you are content with your music. I love my music, all my music, every bit of it. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because that's me. When you turn that on, you listen to it, that's me. I ain't trying to be that person or that person. I can learn from those people, but I'm not trying to be them. I'm trying to be myself and give out my expression, my energy out to the world. So think about that. First, that might be the most important tip for production. Be yourself. Find out what you like what you don't like. Listen to everything. Really listen to the instruments. Find out what instruments that resonate with you, and then make whatever you want, man. Shit, they'll find a way to market it. They'll market it. They'll find a way to market it. You know what I'm saying? But don't feel like you have to bend or what's the word? Bend and what's the word? Simulate to this whatever's popping now. Because I'm telling you, a lot of these people that's doing trap, I don't think they could do anything beyond that. If something happened where trap dies tomorrow and it's not as popular and something else is rising up, I think the transition will be very devastating for a lot of them because they're just not well-rounded. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, find out what you do best and do it. And yeah, go check my music out, man. Yeah, I didn't just put out all that music just to be putting it out. Go check it out. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. It don't bother me, you know. But you can find my music on all streaming platforms under Mike Venus, especially on Spotify. That's where all my music is. YouTube was kind of funny. They didn't get all my albums on here. I think it's a limit per year, but yeah, you can go on Spotify. I got about 2 hours and 30 minutes worth of music. Put on play, enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? What's the other thing? Follow me on Twitter at Mikey Venus 2020. On Instagram at Mike_Venus1. And yeah. Be blessed, man. And do you. We snowflakes, man. Remember that. We snowflakes. And do you. So with that, hope you enjoy this. Sorry it took so long. I had to kind of get this out of my system. And with that, enjoy your weekend. Be blessed.